You see that man with a gun? It's me! You will subscribe or I will shoot Alf Landon! Hello, Gravy Timmies, and welcome back to Kaiserreich, where once again we're picking up my nostalgia for this game. But it's not November. Don't say it's November. You see, I think most of us can say that, you know, Kaiserreich was one of the first mods we ever played, and Kaiserreich was also one of the mods that really kicked off my channel. So it is really nice to come back and see how things have changed. Now, I know Kaiser Redux is a big thing, and I enjoy it too, but it is, let's say, a little wacky. And I don't really want to go full wacky, but I will go back to Kaiser Redux at some point. But today, I promised it, and I want to go back to the Austrian Empire, because I can't even remember the last time I've probably done this in Kaiserreich, but it was a very long time ago. Alright, so we may have been on the winning side of World War I, but looking at the Austrian Empire right now, I don't think we won, because we were very silly and decided to give everybody autonomy. I don't like that. I want the autonomy gone. In all fairness though, I'm not entirely sure how we go about doing that. I mean, it's not like it matters, because it's Kaiserreich and I don't have access to a single focus at the start of the game. Crush Serbia. Alright, so usually what I've seen with Austria though in Hoi 4 Kaiserreich is that they don't tend to actually get involved in anything that really goes on, which today, obviously, for content reasons, we're definitely gonna go about changing. God, still have a navy, huh? The mighty Austrian Navy. Little Timmy, can you read? Because I refuse to. Right, why are we making a battleship? Like, who commissioned this? Because I'd like to have a word. I mean, I guess it's pretty decent. I just don't know what I'm really going to be doing with a navy in this game. Good news. If things weren't bad enough, things are bad enough. I think I need to download a bigger economy. Oh, well, the empire is falling back from Italy even further, and now they have gone, but I'll be back. Don't you worry. Okay, this is one thing I really dislike about Kaiserreich, and it's kind of good with Kaiser Redux because they have the built-in path thing. I don't know what happens if I go ahead and get the event where Otto dies. I risked it though. 20% hunting accident definitely isn't gonna happen, right? Good news. I can get EU forward. Right, elections have finished, which means we finally get access to this. Oh god, Congresses involving the Balkans never tend to go well. Alright, I clicked let them come. I feel like the only real threat will probably be the Romanians, but I do have all my faithful allies who will hopefully help. Sadly I can't just steal their units, but you know, I'm sure they'll happily die for Austria once more. You see, what did I say? If there's a Balkan conference, it's gonna go to chaos because we're all just gonna fight each other. Alright, I think this is pretty important. We've got the Ausgleich, which is Australia if you're really drunk. And you get the option to invite just Hungary or everyone else. So I invite everyone, and hopefully this leads to something good. Again, I have not looked up any of the paths for this. I don't know if I've just messed it up colossally. Okay. Everyone agreed to arrive, but Hungary was a bit upset that they aren't #1 best friend anymore. So me and the gang all decided that we were gonna destroy Hungary. You know, like those time lapses of like ants eating like a Twinkie that's been left out? This is exactly what this is right now. Go! We have expanded quite a lot. And now I get to pick either between ending the dual rule or doing embrace pluralism. I really have no idea which one I'm going to do, so I'm just going to quickly go through them and decide. Alright, I have looked and I have questioned, and I think we're doing pluralism. It seems pretty fun. Also, still chaos in the Balkans. More news tomorrow, where there'll be still more chaos in the Balkans. Alright, we've done the first focus of the pluralism, and now look, Hungary's back, and many Hungarians will shed another tear for their country being torn apart. Alright, well, having this amalgamation of friends was great. great, but now I'm going to eat them all and turn them into meat. And I guess if the Balkans weren't on fire, the Middle East is now. Yes, let me eat you all alive. It's actually really good for us, because I don't know if you've noticed, but I've had 0 manpower pretty much the entire game now, which now not a problem, because we're going to have loads of troops with 12 billion different languages for them to speak. It's never historically been a problem though, right? In the Austrian army. And there we go. We have gobbled them all up and created the United States of Greater Austria. Sounds ridiculous, because it absolutely is. And yeah, I gotta say, our economy, absolutely disgusting. I love it. Alright, it's happened. The Second Weltkrieg has kicked off and we are going to get involved. Not right now though. First, we need to secure our southern border down here. You see, there's a little Balkan alliance that's kind of in the way of my Donau Adrabod. And I don't want those guys turning around and being a pain, so we're going to, destroy them. Alright, we're going in. Hopefully this goes well, or better than terrible. As soon as I declared war, Transylvania apparently revolted and flipped to them. That's a bit awkward. Apparently my army was polite enough to walk all the way back though, instead of just holding the line. And Poland has also declared war on me, which I already knew was happening because I got an event telling me it was going to happen. Hey, good news is that's one of 12 problems knocked out. Alright, the Germans finished off Poland for me, but that's not the problem. The problem is Poland's got friends, and those friends are Italy, and Italy is now on my border. Okay, the front lines, very confusing right now. Alright, so last I checked, the Russians actually just beat the Germans. Yep, they're a Russian puppet. We just put them at war with the French, but the French did capitulate to the Germans beforehand. So it's a little bit weird, but either way, we finally made a breakthrough. Well, I say we, it's just going to my ally, the Italians, who are back, by the way. They love me. Best friends. Look at him. He doesn't look skeptical about my intentions at all. Best friends for life. Definitely not going to stab him in the back. Oh, France capitulated, and that's not made the borders any less complicated at all. Oh, for some reason we got a peace conference with the Italians, and I took my fair share for what I earned. Alright, so we have hit the Great Wall of Iberia, apparently, but we are working on beating them. I've only just really got my planes upgraded to where they need to be, and as soon as they are, I imagine we're going to push through quite easy. Also, because I'm working on a little armored surprise for them. And then past that, I think we're going to have to deal with this, Russia. Oh yeah, also China's looking pretty red and sexy. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be one of those games where I destroy 700,000 planes. Oh yeah, already up to 12k. Oh, the British picked a very bad place to naval invade, because that's where my tanks were coming to the front line. It's time for bye-byes. Yes, to get my revenge of them keeping me held up in a mountain for a few months, I'm going to go ahead and get as many encirclements as I can and kill everybody. People always ask me about my tanks. This is the tank. Usually, I'll take it up to 40 with if I really want some bigger, harder tanks, or you can just keep them at 22, which is what I like to do currently. And this is how I have it built. It's pretty good. It's amazing. It hits like a brick house. Like I said, you could put it up to 40 width or even 44 width, but realistically, you don't need to do that. And for doctrine, I always go left side because tanks are already so overpowered. I prefer my infantry to kind of keep up. There you go. The front line has disappeared, and the British are invading me immediately. Alright, so next up, I think we just have to deal with the British. In fact, yes, I didn't know that happened, but hopefully they do not join their faction. Ah, yes, truly the capital of the Union of Britain, Birmingham. So, first naval invasion of the UK, will it be successful? We shall see. I hope so, because I do have complete air supremacy over them now. They have no chance at all, so we just need to know if they've bunkered down like madmen. There was literally nobody on the port. Oh! But next to the port. Okay. The Doom stack stands no chance against my Doom tanks, though. Yep, they all literally just evaporated. Okay, now time to end the Union of Britain. I'm still confused why I'm in this war, and it's all down to the fact that Poland joined their faction and declared war on me at some point, and I was already at war with other people. But there you go. The great Polish Liberation War is over. Right, that is not too bad. I'm gonna have to release some puppets though, because my stability is already at 34% here. But yeah, this Russian faction, too sure about that. Alright, time for a lot of clicking. I've only just realized, the Entente is, completely dead. I just wanna put that out, well, except India. They're still kicking around her. But the Entente still does survive in a way. It's just not exactly what it originally was. It's mostly the German government in exile. But yes, we have siphoned off the winnings, and now we have quite a few loyal puppets in Spain, France, North Germany, and the British. But yeah, everyone is still quite literally at war. And the Australians also just declared war on Poland immediately, by the way. Not sure why. So we're at war with them, but I'm going to politely ignore them. Alright, we're not done yet though, as there's still a big Russian menace on my border, and look at him. He looks suspicious. Yeah, looks like the majority of the Entente Russian war is just going on in the Middle East, which I can't imagine a worse place to be fighting. Alright, it's time. There's actually like nothing on the border with me. I think the Russians might be preoccupied or dead. Either way, we are going in, and I'm only going to call in my friend the North German Federation to the Second Russo-Japanese War, apparently. Weirdly, we're actually giving the land over to the German government in exile, probably because I had military access. That's my bad. I didn't want them to do that, but I don't get whatever. We're gonna have to roll with that one. So yeah, we've gone ahead. We have cleaned up Europe, and as thought, there was literally nothing stopping me at all. Now we are going to Russia itself, and it looks like they're actually bringing up troops now, but they are all infantry. And I have tanks. Yeah, a lot of people laugh at Austria throughout history because it wasn't that great at war. It just kind of got, you know, wrecked at pretty much every opportunity. But look at it now. We've proved them wrong, madre. Just out of the interest of curiosity here, I do notice the Russians still have quite a few, double my amount of troops regardless, and yeah, they're not looking too great. I think that whole Middle Eastern grime fest was not going well. Good news, ace pilot promoted, ace pilot promoted, ace pilot promoted, ace pilot promoted, ace pilot shot down and killed. Alright, it's all going good though. They have way more planes than I was expecting them to have, but that is about it. I think we've actually wiped them out completely now. I also need to capitulate Persia, apparently. They're also a major power. Not sure how that happened. Oh, never mind. I didn't have to go all the way to Persia to get rid of them. Oh, and okay, these guys are actually in the peace conference too, but look how expensive they are because they got occupied by the other guys. That's just, okay. Guess I'm not getting that. Oh, surprisingly, they didn't actually fight me for it. I thought that was going to go terribly, but yeah, I guess I actually will get some of Russia today. There we go. Now that is where the name placement should be. Alright, well, I was going to keep going. It is 1946, and we could go fight whatever this thing is over here in the New World. I don't even know why, how, when this happened, but it did happen, and I'm just going to ignore it. Also, we're still at war with Australia. I'm just going to also completely forget that one. But yeah, I think we've done all we need to do, and again, it was very fun. It's always good to come at Kai's where I can try out these paths that I have not done in the longest of times. But yes, I hope you all enjoyed this video very much, and if there's any more countries you want me to play in Kaiserreich, make sure you leave a comment down below and I'll get round to doing it. Don't you worry, little Timmy. But yeah, anyway, make sure you hit the subscribe button, please. It's getting pretty bad over here in terms of begging for subscribers.